Modified exhaust systems serve no purpose other than to create fear, chaos, and intimidation.
Scared Potter.
I just love the smell of fear.
That sounds like a Hemi giving me a f***ing semi.
So this video is really funny. So I just thought, I'm not really like calling the video out, but I'll read my comment here. Maybe I'm just an introvert, but my car and the sound of the engine just makes me happy. Okay? But you gotta remember, when it comes to Karens, you being happy is the most offensive thing that you could possibly do in their presence. Happiness? It's unforgivable. They can never forgive the happiness of others. That was my first mistake. I've never seen it as a way to get attention, especially from the opposite sex. I don't rev it in traffic or assault people's eardrums in a neighborhood. That's the other thing.
Go 90 miles per hour in a school zone again. Do it again.
You know, don't speed in a school zone. Don't, you know, if you're in in like a suburban area with houses and stuff and it's nighttime or whatever, even daytime, sure, you know, don't be obnoxious. Obviously, if it's daytime, look, if you work a night shift, you did that to yourself. I start work at 1 in the morning. If you're making loud noises during the day when I'm about to go to sleep at like 1 or 2 p.m., I'm not going to complain. But granted, it also doesn't bother me. Obviously, I don't go out of my way to be obnoxious, but I'm also not going out of my way to accommodate people that can't handle the real world. But once I'm on a main road or a highway, it's open throttle season. I'm gonna go hunting, bitch. You can just roll up your windows because it's my therapy. Now, yeah, I'm being a little bit theatrical with my wording to try and get the point across. I got 1.4K likes, which is fucking hilarious. It's not literally therapy. It's done more for me than actual therapy has in the past, but that's the whole other thing. It's just, for me, I am very fortunate that cars give me any kind of peace at all because very few things do.
Put that book down, get that dick up. I mean, you know what I mean?
I'm sure this is hard to understand for most normal people, but I can drive with no destination in mind and get fulfillment out of it. You know, it leads to actual feelings of self-completion, which is probably one of the most valuable things you can have as a person, along with inner peace, which I'm pretty sure I don't have. Right. If you have most relevant on Facebook selected, almost all of the content, all of the comments gets fucking deleted or like made invisible for some reason. It's such a weird feature. So we got let her rip. I do whenever I'm not driving the rig because I don't speed when I'm driving the semi. Not that I really can. A cop tried to tell me I was speeding once and I told him no, I wasn't. Can you prove it? And then he couldn't. And then he decided to do like a 5-minute inspection of the truck and gave me some freaking points on my CDL, which was nice. You fucking lizard face dick. Thanks. You can't get me for a speeding ticket, so you want to fuck with my career. Yeah, I never give a fuck about people hating on what you love. Fuck 'em. Yeah, you see, you get that? She said Tom Woods implying that loud cars are nice cars, and I said loud nice cars are nice cars. You got a shitty car and it sounds like ass, and it's just, you've just made it louder? Yeah, that's pretty cringe, but yeah, this bloke definitely does it for attention. Oh yeah, some people deleted their fucking comments, which is even more hilarious. Like, I'll respond to them, and I was like, I'm never like aggressive, right? I never am like trying to throw insults back or use ad hominem attacks or anything cheap like that. I'm like, let's see if I can combat this without being a moron, right? Sometimes when you do that, they inadvertently admit defeat by deleting their comment. But the thing is my comment's still there. And because when you reply, it puts their name there, it just shows Mr. Josh Brown ain't shit. Yeah, Josh Brown was talking about how like my behavior in my video that I clipped is toxic somehow. And it's just me revving it in an abandoned mall parking lot to shoot fire out the exhaust. Brandon says, I have a 1986 Big Red that runs smoother and backfires less often. Actually, it runs just fine. It's just tuned to do that. Yeah, I might take the burble tune off. And what is it? What do you have to do? I'm hoping it's possible. Where basically you need to pull timing and add fuel. It's all in the tune. And that's what I want to do. I just want to be able to, I want it to like spit fire. I know it's not efficient. I'm not a fucking race car driver. It's a car that I'm filming on YouTube. So I want it to be flashy and silly. And I mostly got the burble tune for the fire, not the noise. So I might try and find a way to have it spit fire, but not make as much noise. A few people actually recognized me from YouTube, which I thought was really hilarious because I did not expect that to happen. A surprise to be sure, but a welcome one in the response to finding an actual viewer. People are wishing they could have seen what we were replying to because he deleted it. Oh wait, this guy has an E92. I love your engine, man. Ralphie, Shay Russell said, what the f is that? And my answer was Ooga Booga Tune, or Unga Bunga Tune. We like fire. And I also complimented, I think, Ravi's car at some point. You are so not an introvert. OMG, man. Total extrovert. I'm really not an extrovert, dude. I'm really not. I hate to tell you, but I am really not an extrovert. The amount of people I interact with on a daily basis averages to less than 1. And I'm talking about in person. Online parasocial stuff does not fucking count at all. Austin here. Austin Slaughter. That's an awesome last name. That's fine. Half the neighborhood wants to murder you, especially at 3 a.m. when you decide to rev it more than once. I used to smoke crack. That explains why your logic makes no fucking sense. I didn't say I rev it at 3 a.m. in a neighborhood. I got guys that do that here anyways. There's a guy in a G8 that rolls through here every now and then. His car sounds good. It's cammed and it sounds good. There's a few guys in Chargers and Challengers, which is not a massive fucking surprise around here. Scat packs and stuff like that. I think there's one Hellcat out here, but he's pretty tame with how he drives it. That doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother my children either. I'm not gonna be like, think of the children, you're making so much noise, because children are famously quiet. Now you see, as a parent, I made sure to raise my kids to be capable of sleeping when noise is around them, so that I don't have to be quiet around them. Yes, you can complain, but ultimately it is your responsibility to prepare your kids for the real world so that they don't have to go and complain at people to do things to accommodate them, okay? Being within reason. I love that he says he's got 2 attempted murder charges from when he was a minor. You really are not doing a whole lot for your credibility here, my guy. Vroom. Engine sound make me happy. Hey, simple guy, simple tastes. Well, simple taste, just expensive. I'm sub to you. You guys are OGs, man. That's cool. That car is actually roaring. Loud exhaust means more airflow, which means more horsepower. Well, because of the design of the headers, it's more power at the top end, and I might even lose a little power at the bottom. So it's not quite as smooth as it was before, but it's not that noticeable. Mr. Anderson didn't ask. What car does he have here? That sounded like a manual. Most of the time, these guys have got the 8-speed or whatever in these. That sounded like a manual. You don't see manual Challengers. I almost called it a Charger. That would have triggered a lot of people. Sounds like a generator weed whacker. It definitely can. It definitely does a little bit. There's still a bit of rasp. Oh yeah, there's a watermark on the video because I think I downloaded the clip from Instagram. So I didn't even know that when you download a video off of your Instagram account that it puts the watermark on there. So people thought I was also trying to promote my channel or something like that. I'm like, oh, actually I didn't mean to do that, but obviously no one's gonna believe you. I don't feel personally attacked. I'm just baiting all you bitches. Got a C5 here. Good old V8s. Then you wouldn't mind my loud lawnmower as it roars past your home. But why are you riding your fucking lawnmower down the street? Although I would love a ride-on lawnmower, though my yard just isn't that big. But also, no, I don't think I would care because I can sleep through it. I mean, I can sleep through just about anything. You see, I love the sound, so you could just roll up your window. I mean, if If you enjoy it, I don't fucking care. You do you. I mean, it's more so just if you like the sound, get a car that sounds like that. Because then you can go faster. I feel like going highway speeds on a lawnmower would be terrifying. Though it's a funny mental image. It's rare to spot a YouTuber. I don't know if I can call myself a YouTuber yet. We got Clovey here with her made-up name. That is annoying as fuck. Nobody wants to hear that blaring through the neighborhood. Well, they don't. They don't hear it. Because that's not what it's doing. That's not what I do with it. Calm your tits. Cam's here. Same, brother. Mine's not an M3, but it's still a lot of fun. Not quite as loud as yours yet, though. Yeah, mine's loud, but it's not outrageous. Like, there are much louder cars out there. Michelle's still having fun. This is one of the few people that actually tried to maintain a conversation and a debate with me. Michelle is like, but some people do mind. It is annoying to many, and the fact that someone thinks it is okay to disturb others for their own ego trip is selfish at best. Keep your noise to yourself. No one else needs to put up with it. Well, I could also just say, I don't need to accommodate your sensitivity. You don't need to put up with it, but you also don't have a fucking choice. This guy, I think he's got an S197 GT500, which, man, every now and then I go, should I get one of those? Especially after watching the Need for Speed movie with you guys. Inconsiderate of other people. Selfish thing to do. Well, if they're bothered by something as inconsequential, yeah, I'm not gonna consider the feelings of people that can't handle noise in public. I used to love loud exhausts, then I got too many speeding tickets and grew up. Noise does not equal speed. You still have to go fast to get a speeding ticket. Some cops might try and get you for speeding because they heard your engine and they thought you were going fast, but if they don't have proof, they can't give you a fucking ticket. If you got a speeding ticket, you either admitted that you were speeding or something like that, or you actually were speeding. I get it. Cops can be unreasonable and try to stick you with tickets you don't deserve. But it sounds like you were speeding. It's a weird point to make. I've also lived close to roads and realized how annoying it is. I mean, that sounds like a you problem. BMWs are super fast and naturally quiet. That's not always the case. I'm gonna say. Why annoy the hell out of people? I guess because it's fun. I mean, I'm not trying to, but if it's as a side effect, I don't really care. Because it's not my responsibility to make others comfortable. I don't go around telling people who dress funny to go home and pick out a different outfit. I don't tell people of overweight stature that they gross me out. That would be a little hypocritical. Borderline 300 pounds. I'm not constantly revving my engine or racing around. It's just louder than average. Severus Napes, which is a interesting name. I got my Lexus with the 1GZ FE V8. That's cool. Some of us don't get our cars for attention or status. Yeah, that's the other thing. I didn't even touch on that. Some people will buy cars like Porsches or Ferraris and Lamborghinis and things like that because they're like fashion items or something. And that's fine, whatever. It's your property, I guess. I'll get flamed in the comments if I judge you for that, even though I kind of want to. To me, it's cooler when people buy cars because they like cars and they just have an interest in them, you know? And that can be at the lowest level where you know absolutely nothing about cars, but you like cool cars and you're like, I've been saving up. I'm gonna treat myself to something I know I'll enjoy. And so, you know, if you got 200, 300 grand lying around, or you're willing to put like 60 down or whatever and you got a decent income, yeah, get yourself a Lambo, like a Huracan or something. My neighbors must hate me. Nah, they're cool. I mean, the one guy on one side doesn't really talk to me that much, but then I got a lady on the other side of the corner who's nice, whose dog is very similar to ours, so we get along and our dogs get to sometimes interact. Or like, if one of our dogs escapes, we help each other get them back or whatever. I must have a really low credit score. Well, I found out earlier today that it's 775, which is not bad considering I have a balance on a couple of my credit cards still. I was at, what was it, 790 something? I was almost in the 800 club, which I guess is very good. I didn't start trying to work on my credit score until like, I want to say half a year ago, because Heather got hers really high and hers was higher than mine. I'm like, well, I for some reason feel the urge to be competitive about this. So I started finding ways to get mine to go up too. And then I surpassed her. Victory! But then I took 12 weeks off of work, and so it went down to, you know, 20 or 30 or whatever. Okay, cool, but who asked, Mr. Cringe? I don't know, but why'd you include your middle name in your profile? No one asked, Mr. Cringe. Mr. Jonathan John Burnett. Jenny Harris. Loud car here too. Being a girl, I don't mind attention from guys. Yeah, you've got a cheat code there. Oh yeah, this was back when I had just finished recording Fast 5. My reaction to it. Just a couple hours ago. You post a video clip of your loud car for all to see while saying you don't do it for attention, while tagging your car's Instagram account. Granted, I didn't know I did that. I didn't know it watermarked it like that, because it will pop up and then go away and then pop up in a different screen like a DVD player screensaver or whatever. Yeah, I don't know why that happened. Yeah, I wasn't doing it attention, because it's a clip from just the update video of when I got the exhaust installed, or I think it was one from when I got the tune from RK Tunes. But I said, I can't fault you for catching that. I downloaded it from my Insta because I didn't feel like taking another clip from the YouTube video it's actually from. It's just from a progress update on the car. I've always wanted one of these, and I like making YouTube videos. It's fun to share with people that enjoy what you enjoy. I didn't really intend on shouting myself out, nor did I expect people to recognize me, which I really didn't. It's not like I think I'm famous or something. In the grand scheme of things, I'm really just a nobody still. You sit on a throne of lies. Oh, I love Elf. That's such a good movie. Ashley Thorson. Oh, he's the guy I think that had the E92 M3. Hope you get pulled over. Well, the Joker part of your name is fitting anyway. You need to work on your wit, girl. That's not actually clever. I've already made that joke. If I've already made that joke about my channel name, it's not clever when you do it either. Michael Mayweather. You're not into showing off then? I mean, not really. Aw, Thomas here says, or Tomas, who cares, says, I'm the one. So he said, I'm the one, and I said, the chosen one? No, I'll pass that to the next guy. And he goes, no matter your feelings, you are the one.
He is the one.
And I'm just like, I feel like I'm having a holy quest thrust upon me or something. Like, that's such a weird response. Tyler Willie. Lol, this video. Lol, blah, blah. I too enjoy the sound of beating on aluminum garbage can kids. Oh, lids. Like, what does that mean? I did not process that before I read it. Yeah, it's still fun. I never said the video wasn't funny. I'm not sure. I feel like I've seen Trevor Wallace before, but I think he's like an actual comedian, as I understand it. My car sound absolutely rips yours. Oh no. I found a Tesla owner. No one fucking cares. That's fine, but if anybody in the neighborhood ever hears you, it means you can't wait to get to the highway to gun it, and that's for attention. Well, I mean, even in a stock fucking Toyota, you might hear me. I don't think your logic tracks, Chris Warden. I'm feeling some type of way. I'm always feeling some type of way. I don't really know what that means. Just saying, for the rest of us general population, shut the fuck up. More of me interacting with car people. The general population needs to learn some tolerance or stay indoors. Me gusta. I haven't heard anyone say that in a long time. Rice burners sound like shit. Well, Nash, you might want to work on your geography, because Germany is nowhere near fucking Japan. And just so you know, rice burners refers to cars made in Japan. So maybe you could call, I don't know, what would you call a German car? A bratwurst griller? How do you cook bratwurst? Bratwurst. I'm probably not even saying it right. You got Joshua David Knight, white knighting for all the sensitive people. Travis Lee said something, but I don't even see his comment. Travis Lee, where are you? I took the time to respond to you, so you must have been pretty stupid. I can't tell if you're serious, but no one cares about being the fastest. Oh, it's the guy with the Tesla. I can't tell if you're being serious, but no one cares about being the fastest with something to prove or feel superior. You're faster, but I'm living a childhood dream. Yeah, Tesla guys do that. They're like, well, what I have is better than what you have because it's faster and it's quieter and it's easier. And as an automotive enthusiast, I go, I don't care because I'm a car guy. I feel like as a car guy, that's not how you're supposed to think. gatekeeping a little bit here, but we really can't include you in the community if that's your mindset, because that's just lame. Oh, I called my car a Bunsen burner. Isn't the Bunsen burner a German invention? Man, I had more wit when I was writing these comments than me making this video right now. Oh, he's being sarcastic. Gotcha. This guy had a stroke. Good God Almighty, if I was a female, my panties would have... Hussein said, $100 cash, says this dude walks around quoting the Fast and the Furious movies. Well, I do way more than that. If you saw my YouTube channel, because anyone who knows who I am, of the 3 people in these comments here, they know I've kind of grown a channel for the most part on Fast and the Furious content. That's what you would call a safe bet. Okay, Tom Wood. That was his whole comment, and so my response was, I don't know how to respond, but Mateo is a cool name, so I just randomly complimented him. And so he was like, ha, thanks man, I like yours too. He says, no way that's an S54. Only time I heard one with a non-raspy note I actually like. I'm telling you, man, the long tube headers, they work a treat on the rasp. They really knock out the rasp. There's still some there, so that you can tell it's an E46 M3. That tone is still there as well. It does the trick. It's cool. It sounds like a single turbo inline 6 at lower RPMs, which is wild. Don't justify your douche car. Anyone in the hobby, anyone in the community knows. You know, if you're trying to justify your car, you're doing something wrong. I think I just spotted an NFS Most Wanted lad here. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. What did Alex Joseph say? I went after him. Where is he? Oh, I think he deleted his comment. Oh, no, here it is. Imagine being so proud you peaked in high school. Oh, it's him. Imagine having something to be proud of. It's pretty fun accomplishing your goals and always reaching higher. Isaac Green says, your strive. I don't know if that's the correct use of the word strive, but I could be wrong. Well, I'm fairly confident should be higher than the noise coming from your car. Well, I mean, I got multiple goals, like making lots of money, keeping my family happy and safe, and the side effect of me making lots of money is I get to build my dream cars. I'm a complex individual. More so than Isaac Green, apparently, who only has one goal in life. Apparently, you're not allowed to have more. There's a lot of C5s in the comments. This ain't a place to try and show off your ego. Well, I was showing off the car. I wasn't really showing off myself. I don't think that's how that works. Maybe I'm an introvert? Since when did introvert mean attention seeker? You even recorded a video of your exhaust. Well, it's a video of my car, not of me. I'm not drawing attention to myself. I'm drawing it towards the car. So, how does that make me an extrovert? Do I not know what an extrovert is? Am I confused? Like, I don't interact with people a whole lot. Not a 4-cylinder, dude. Do you not know anything about cars? I totally agreed with that whole paragraph until I watched a video and realized it's a 4-cylinder with a fart can on it. Far from it. The headers were like $3,000. And then so was like the rest of the exhaust. Like the mufflers were like $2,000 or something. Hardly a fart can. I didn't watch enough, but an inline 6 and most 4 and 6s are so hard to make sound good. What? Casey Stanton, what kind of trashy cars are you around? BMW straight 6s with single turbos, 2Js, RBs, Barras, inlines sound good when built right. They are not hard to make sound good. You just got bad taste, my guy. Oh, we got our boy with a 911. Empathizing with my main point. Talking about Porsches a bit, about the GT2 RS and the new GT3. Guy posted his truck here, and I was like, that paint is mint. I was like, that paint is mint. I want an orange car too. And he's like, hey, thanks, man. This Lamborghini orange. And I was like, Arancio Borealis? But I don't think he responded to me. I was curious what color it was. I want to know about your car, Zane. Small c***. Well, I mean, how do you know? S54 is one of the worst engine notes to brag about. Sincerely, a fellow E46 driver. Well, I'm not bragging about it, but I like it. I used to think they sounded terrible and super raspy, but I've made it work. I've made it sound good. I wouldn't do it if it weren't for attention. And my response is, and guys who get shredded are only doing it to get laid? I'd like to think people are more complex than that. James Nolan. Do a little introspection. You might be projecting here. One guy says, what kind of lawnmower was that? So I go, S54B32 with long tube 6-to-1 headers. Gets rid of a ton of the rasp. Sounds like a single turbo under 4K and screams up to 9K. And he says, sounds like it'll cut grass decently. And my response is, with a good splitter maybe. So I'm an annoying douchebag. It's my therapy, bro. Go get help if you need therapy. Causing an accident on the highway because of small D energy is not okay. That's not... I tried to make it clear I don't do obnoxious and reckless shit in my car, but they kind of have to bank on that because otherwise they have no argument. If you're being reasonable and just having fun, the only thing they can be annoyed about is your happiness, which is kind of the crux of the issue. Unfortunately, your therapy causes other people to need it. Well, that's a little pathetic. That's extremely pathetic. If my car makes you feel like you need therapy, you need to get out of the gene pool. There are worse things to deal with. I will minimize your suffering. Minimalize it, whatever the saying is. Well, I think that's all of them. Me versus 300 or so Karens. I just thought it would be funny to do that. Like, it's Facebook. I really shouldn't be surprised if this was posted on YouTube. I would not have gotten the same kind of influx of Karens and ordinary people just not being willing to understand that I might actually be being truthful about the fact that I don't go out of my way to be obnoxious. I don't threaten other people's lives with my activities. I'm just enjoying myself. Harmlessly. You just don't like the fact that I'm happy, which, it just sounds like you're a sad piece of shit. And, I thought I'd make a video about it. I don't know. This, I feel like, is gonna be long, because that was a lot of stuff to go through. But anyways, I'm Tom the Racing Joker. I'm gonna have to cut this down a lot, because I read those comments for over an hour. So, we'll try and keep in the funny stuff, or at least get this down to 40 minutes. I'm not sure. So, yeah, if you like what you've seen so far on this channel and you're not subscribed yet, you can fix that by hitting that subscribe button, because you'll like what I got planned. Take it easy, everyone. I love you. Stay legendary. And bye-bye.